Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about a person that has been, I guess, a bit disappointed to find out that their attempts to knock you off your square or make it difficult for you to enjoy your abundance. They failed. I do think that there's some element of their being jealous of you in terms of who's a friend of yours or who looks up to you. We did have some internet issues, which makes me a little bit upset. But I have posted in the live chat the first, I think it was like 7 minutes of the reading. You might want to see it because I predicted a card. But we've got you being the person who has done some soul searching and definitely have gained wisdom over, in particular, the last couple of years. You've picked up a gift or something dormant within you has been activated, and it is enabling you to be more protected or strategic dealing with people that want to mess with you. So it's like they chose the wrong time to mess with you. If they had tried to mess with you a couple years ago, I think they may have been successful. Not now. And then we have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Fool. This is a major arcana only deck. And it's got that, wishing that I was the leader or wishing that I was the one that everybody was jealous of or that everybody wanted to get advice from. There's some sadness here with the Fool in terms of going off and doing something that maybe you shouldn't have done. It's a different approach, but with how sad our little kitty cat is here, it makes me feel like somebody feels they shouldn't have tried whatever they tried. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Oops, sorry. That was really loud. I hope you're all right. Hello, Key Controller. I was giggling at your comment when it started to go live. Hello, Seth. Hello, Amy. Hello, Dwayne. How we doing? Hello again, Michael. I'm glad you're back. Hello, Rachel. Hello, White Rabbit. How's your day going? If you would like a personal reading, I'd love to do one for you. My email address is in the description box below, wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Hey, Matt, how are you? So we've also got I think somebody who is feeling like nobody likes them. So it's not just that they see that a lot of people admire you. It's also that they maybe are a little bit excluded or maybe even made fun of. So we've got the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the King of Swords, and the Lovers in the reverse. So this is whoever I'm reading for. This is your energy. Doesn't matter what your gender is. This is talking about somebody who is seen as a leader, but a compassionate leader. The Emperor is a great card. I love to see it when it comes out, but it can also indicate somebody who is maybe a little bit headstrong or a little bit controlling. To see it paired with the King of Cups, to me, says I am the type that wants to lead in a way that makes people feel that they are represented or that they are considered, right? So a compassionate leader. And the reason we have somebody who is probably less liked is this King of Swords is more of a sour individual and probably more likely to be vengeful or start arguments, defensive. So very different energy from these two. The Lovers in the reverse indicating this is somebody who I feel is rejected a lot or feels like they aren't supported. Feels like nobody understands them. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to mention there's also a join button now. We launched memberships. There's 3 tiers. So hopefully one of them appeals to you. No worries if you just want to like or subscribe. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? What's the oops? Knight of Wands in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Five of Wands in the reverse. I feel whoever I'm reading for, I'm going to refer to as the Emperor. This is somebody who probably does have some fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Kind of feeling a little bit more on the Leo side, but it's that like kind of adventurous or entrepreneurial. Maybe the odds are stacked against me, but I'm still going to figure it out. But this is somebody who uses their words very intelligently. They're not one to get into arguments. If they bring something to your attention that they feel is an issue, they've already like looked into it, right? But I do feel like they decided to not do something that the King of Swords wanted to do. Now, depending on your connection to this King of Swords, this could be somebody who you work with, who didn't take direction. This could be somebody that is a good friend who, you know, I don't know, ruined your reputation. This is like, these two people come from very different worlds in a way, you know? One is out here trying to make things better, and another is very focused on themselves. We've got the Two of Wands, and it makes me feel like there's some not so great ideas that the King of Swords has because they want to have that level of fame or acceptance or respect. So I think they're trying to figure out, what can I do to be looked at the same way that the Emperor is, or like revered like they are. All right, this is the situations deck. Hello, Israel. Hello, Voyager. How are we doing? What else do we have? Toxic, unhealthy behaviors, people. Lockbox, closed in, trapped, frustrated, and bargaining, begging, negotiator. I think this King of Swords is somebody that is frustrated that they don't have the power or the like popularity that you have. And the more they want it, the more difficult it is for them to acquire it, because that's like, desperation is a bad cologne, right? Or stinky cologne. I don't know what the saying is. I feel like it gets to the point where this King of Swords is looking at what other avenues are available to them. And maybe that means like spell work or gossip or intrigue, schemes, right? Queen Elizabeth I was almost like executed by her sister, Mary, because there was always intrigue, right? Claiming that the Protestant sister wanted to replace the Catholic ruler. There's something here about really like coveting that spot, but the King of Swords not really realizing that the way people view them is different because they are different. So we have wish, hope, praying, yearning, single, current status, available, and love affair. Dirty little secret, down low. So this King of Swords is trying to find a way to make this Emperor look like they have a dirty little secret. Like they have some problem, or they're failing to meet their obligations, or they're being, you know, selfish. I don't know. They want to make them look bad, right? What are you talking about, Salvador? I don't know what to talk about. We've got lost, ghosted, blocked, and cut off. And anxiety, scared, panic. This King of Swords wants to like use some information to make the Emperor look bad or get them into like a corner where they would have to ask for help. And I think it's because this King of Swords feels rejected by the Emperor. That's going to depend on your specific story, whether or not that's romantic, platonic, professional. But the King of Swords is not facing the Emperor. They're looking for some opportunity to, I feel like, kind of like dethrone them or take their position of authority. Because they don't have what they feel like they should have. Hello, Dave. How are you doing? Hello, Jamie. I hope you're having a good day. We're going to go with the Pulp Tarot. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Four of Wands. More fire energy. So you don't give up easily. You're very tenacious. But I also think that part of this protection that's around you is because of your commitment to healing or personal growth, and the like well-being of others. Whoever I'm reading for, you have taken care of other people. That can, materialize in a lot of different ways, but the care that you show others, the fact that you are compassionate even when you don't have an obligation to do so, is adding like a layer of protection for you, dealing with people like this King of Swords who wants to like chase you out of town. It's like they want to be the new sheriff in town. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. I think for the majority of you, this is somebody who wants to impact your career or your money, your reputation. Eight of Pentacles is about work. Five of Swords is about sabotage or creating some sort of problem. And Ten of Swords is betrayal. I'm going to take something I know about you, or I'm going to take some sort of action that puts you in a precarious spot. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? King of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I'm reading for somebody who has been considerate and compassionate to the less fortunate. The kind of person who you might only have $20 left, but if somebody needs it more than you do, you would give it to them. So there's been multiple attempts to uproot your life, make things difficult for you, report you to the boss, put false reviews online. There was an attempt to make you less fortunate, but your commitment to helping the less fortunate is what helps you avoid that issue. You have good karma, and this person does not. This King of Swords has picked a fight with somebody they shouldn't have. We'll put it that way. Inadvisable. Not inconceivable, but inadvisable. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. This is somebody who has like a snapshot in their mind or, memories in their mind of who this emperor is or was. It's like they put them through a diagnostic, figured out all their advantages and disadvantages or strengths and weaknesses. But that was before things changed. There's a dormant gift here that like spoils this King of Swords plans. You're able to maintain stability or your reputation or business, your authority is secure. And whatever they thought was like a loose brick that they could start to mess with your foundation, they're wrong. This is the Path of Shadows. Happy Friday, Stephen. Hello, Laura. How are we doing? I believe so. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Exactly, Salvador. Crystal ball, intuition, clairvoyance, focus. Well, there it is. Clairvoyance. That's your dormant gift that has been activated. So I'm going to ask you, are things getting a little weird? Are you trying to understand how you have access to information? Are you seeing things in your dreams? Are you predicting things? Embrace it. Because with the cauldron, intention, alchemy, and manifestation, it is those good intentions, the fact that you are compassionate, that you have this gift, and you will continue to see it grow, or you will continue to see additional gifts because your intentions are to help others. It is not about your own self-promotion like it is for this King of Swords. So where they will get stuck, you will anticipate obstacles or traps. Mirror labyrinth, illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. They turned their back to the emperor, which is probably you, and felt like they could disguise their intentions or get away with doing what they wanted to, or plot or plan with others, and you would know nothing about it. But there's something here about your gifts that exposed who this person is, who they're working with, or what their plans were. It's because you are meant to have that protection. So you are able to walk away from or avoid whatever like calamity they were trying to send your way. Avoidance. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. This is an interesting card. I don't know how well you can see the image on there, but I feel like Fear's veil is the veil over the King of Swords. They don't have the ability to appreciate what kinds of gifts you might have, or appreciate that you might have ways of knowing things that they can't control. You are the one who is concealing and evading because you have to in order to get away from this person or in order to protect what you have. But you're distant, or it's hard for them to, lock a target because their fear makes it impossible for them to see through the illusions. They do not have clairvoyance. They do not pay attention to their intuition the way that you do. I don't know. They could if they wanted to. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Yep. I totally understand, Dave. You gotta pay attention to those things. How's it going, Darnell? I hope you're having a good day. 8 of Swords. Page of Cups. The Magician in the reverse. I love those. I love this so much. And normally I really don't like seeing the Eight of Swords. At least not in the upright. I'd much rather see it in the reverse. But that's basically what we have here. This person felt like they had you trapped. They thought you were the Eight of Swords, but that veil, it was an illusion, right? With the Page of Cups, I feel like this is what may have been perceived as not a factor, being in fact a factor. This Page of Cups can be a reference to your gift, to dreams, because it's about messages, right? And it leads to the Magician in the reverse. Whatever they've been trying to do to block you or make things difficult for you or manipulate the situation, their attempts fail. They can't stop you, or they can't actually cause the grief that they're trying to cause you. Hello, Royce Wire. How are you doing? Hello, Chanlo. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Happy Friday. So, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Hanged Man in the reverse. The King of Swords have failed in their attempt to change people's perspective of you because they underestimated your ability to know what was going on, or they underestimated your commitment to good intentions. They may have expected you to choose yourself over others. The idea of giving your last $20 to someone is not something the King of Swords would ever do. That's mine. I need it. I'm not going to help somebody else out. It's as if your commitment to helping other people is literally what saves you from whatever this person's trying to do. Because there's like, I don't know, a silent army of people that want to come to the defense of this emperor. Like, this is the person that made my life easier, so what can I do to make their life easier? 10 of Wands in the reverse. Temperance. Ace of Swords. Yeah. I think there's information that comes to you via your dreams, probably even more than just that, but that could be the most like vivid for you. And when you get into a situation where you may feel overwhelmed or may feel like you have this Eight of Swords energy, there are people who will come to your defense, or the attacks, gossip, libel. It can't survive because the energy around you created by the people who admire you, it's like an additional barrier of protection. It's like a shield. Hello, Luciano. How are you doing? Happy Friday. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is what goes around comes around because it's true for both. Well, I mean, I would argue it's true for everyone. But it's saying with the Emperor, the King of Cups, they've shown compassion to others. They have not leveraged their power just to benefit themselves. They leverage it to take care of others. This King of Swords is more about what's in it for me? What can I do for me? So there's no substance here. Whatever they want in terms of like this adoration that they wish they had because they see the Emperor has it, they can't manage it because the energy they put out is like, it smells like cabbage. Can I just say that? It's poopy. And the energy from the Emperor is like, I don't know, fairy dust. It comes back to the Emperor as protection, and the energy from the King of Swords comes back as instability and weakness. They can't build anything on it because they don't actually have much to offer. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? Hello. Can I call you Doja? I don't know. Or is it Do? You tell me what you want me to call you. Within reason. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? King of Swords. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So whatever actions they've taken against you or to try to be a thorn in your side, they fail. It's another 8, by the way. So it's definitely an important number. It is also the 18th, right? Yeah. Had to double check. Whatever they try, it fails. They cannot touch you because their energy is poo-poo. It is bad. Your magic is not magic if you are not working on yourself or if you don't have like a purpose or a path. If somebody is walking in their purpose, if they are doing good for other people and working on themselves, they're going to have more magic, however you want to describe it. They're going to have more protection. Ducks? Cool. I can live with that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, it happens. Oh, this is the Edgar Allan Poe. And we have the Emperor coming back out. So again, that's your energy. And again, lots of fire energy and temperance. These are both Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I believe Aries and Sagittarius. So it feels to me like we've got a huge skill or gift that you have been refining, whether you know it or not, which is that you can create stability in the most unstable of environments. You have your own gravity. People try to create chaos. They're going to be like, I don't know, I'm picturing like space boots and somebody's trying to jump. Like, nope. Can't do it. People cannot do much around somebody like the Emperor when their, intentions are negative. King of Swords in the reverse. So if you're keeping track, Emperor and King of Swords, very strong energy. These are the two people that are kind of battling. It's more like somebody's like, and then the Emperor's like, this is getting annoying. I got a show I want to go watch. Can someone handle this for me? Oh, happy early birthday. I hope it goes really well for you. That's awesome. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Lies or trickery. It's not working. The King of Swords doesn't have the power that they thought they had. Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Lovers. They wanted you to be rejected, ignored, disliked, and everything they threw at you. Even the kitchen sink. It didn't work. None of it. Because people still see who you really are. Another 8 of Wands. So I feel there's a number of people that stand up for you or defend you or literally like take action to make sure that you're okay with this person trying to unseat you or make you seen in a different light. Your purpose isn't done. You're where you're supposed to be. So it's like the King of Swords started a war with the universe, not with you. I don't want you there because I want to be there when the universe is literally working to get that person in that spot. Like, who do you think you are? Oh, you've been working out? That's great. That's great. It's still not going to help you. Bad idea. So we've got the Queen of Wands with the World in the reverse. And that's your energy. Even when people think you can't see, even when people think you couldn't possibly know, you may have a way of knowing. So it makes it a real difficult challenge for people to pull one over on you. This is What's the News. Hello, daughter of Saturn. How are you doing? I believe in you, Key Controller. New boo and lipstick evidence. For many of you, what was targeted, and maybe this was not the only thing, but we did have that love affair, remember? The love affair card. This is somebody who wanted to make you look like you could not be trusted, that you only thought about yourself, or that you betrayed people or someone in particular. They wanted to make sure people did not like you. But it's like it's fake. It's like they were posing to try to make it look like you were dating someone or something was amiss. Tried to create a scandal. Wanted to leverage some sort of evidence here to, get you on the front page news. Remember we had that anxiety card? But the problem is they maybe moved a little bit too fast, trying to make this story take over. And they forgot something. Brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. I think they just didn't realize that there would be so many people that would come to your defense. This is giving like, don't talk to the cops or don't provide additional information. I feel like there's this wall of protection for this emperor because of loyalty. People who say, you've done really good things. I've seen you do really good things. I'm not going to, participate when somebody's trying to betray you. This will sound absolutely ridiculous, but if someone were to randomly bring up Neve from Catfish, I have technically never met the man. I was like, I don't know, like a foot away. Well, I guess I talked to him briefly. But I was in the LA airport picking up my ridiculously large suitcase, waiting at one of the carousels, and there was like a malfunction with the carousel, and it started sending out bags too quickly. I don't know, maybe they just like doubled it up or whatever. And I thought it was extremely not selfish of Neve to set aside the whole like celebratory status that he has. And he was actively working to organize the bags, take them off the carousel, and help make sure people were getting their bags. Like he didn't have to do that. I'm pretty sure his like wife and kid were there. I think he only had one at the time. Maybe he had two. Just a nice dude, right? I didn't have like a conversation. I think I just said like, oh yeah, that one. And I think maybe I said like, I love your show, but like the nicest dude. If somebody were to talk crap about him, I would tell that story. Do I know him? Did he benefit me personally? No, but you don't do that unless you have like a heart. You know what I mean? Hello, WJ. How's it going? Hello, each one, teach one. How we doing? I know, it's good, isn't it? No, one outfit wouldn't be enough. That went into the garbage, you guys. It's okay. Everything's fine. Oops. Yeah, everything's fine. So the one that went into the garbage is the numbing, self-medicating addictions and irrational behavior. But we also have fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated, and frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, and hidden intentions. So I think we have this protection or this loyalty to this emperor because somebody has helped others straighten out their lives. Maybe it's I'm really compassionate member of a church community. Maybe I'm actively volunteering. Maybe I work at a facility that helps people focus on sobriety. This is somebody who helps people. So when this King of Swords like goes too far, there are people who will like defend this emperor because they see through the fake intentions of the King of Swords. You too, Salvador. All right, let's get. We're gonna get a few from the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? We've got good news, the fish, number 34, and number 5, the tree, strength, mental strength. Yeah, this is somebody who the emperor has helped others create stability in their life. I feel, in particular, having helped people with emotional, traumatic, maybe even like spiritual issues. This emperor has been there for people. And that's why we have this good news that cannot be stopped or impacted by this King of Swords. The emperor is exactly where they're supposed to be, helping this community of people in a compassionate way. So we've got number 6, which is the clouds, and number 12, birds. This is the King of Swords' attempt to create some sort of fog or illusion, a lie that may have been based in a kernel of truth but was exaggerated in order to make this emperor look bad. It fails. It does not work because other people talk. So whatever the King of Swords tried to, I think, frame up as truth that makes this emperor look bad was proven wrong because other people know this person or other people were there and saw what really happened. So, womp womp. The King of Swords, I think, is going to have their star fall even more. They were trying to be famous or seen as very respectable, but because they went to such lengths to try to take out this really nice person with gossip and slander, they're going to probably have to find a new community. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.